Hello, come in. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in, folks. Welcome to the room. Hello, hello, everyone. Hello, 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 and hello. It's Dr. Savage. I made it home. Glad you all joined me on the scope earlier today. Was really excited to see you all there. And it's been a trying day, but I have triumphed over it. Hey, Platinum 24, welcome to the scope. We are getting prepared for Pass the Biz on tomorrow. Hey, Visa Von Stewart, thank you for joining. Please share with your followers. This is talking about a little bit of wisdom today. We're going to be talking about how you pass the biz and how some of the best lessons that you can learn to be an effective scoper. So, invite your followers, invite your friends. Let's get moving. We're going to be talking about passing the biz, everybody. Yes, passing the biz. Pass the biz is something that Coach, Side Hustle Coach, and myself started a collaboration a couple of weeks ago. Been an amazing couple of weeks where we are building community. Yes, building community. If you are not building community, then you are in the right place to learn how to build community. It's so very, very important. And it's very, very important to not put off today what you can do today until tomorrow. And I know my title says something different, but it means the same thing. It's just a little reversed. So my thing is, we're doing something phenomenal in our sphere, and it's called Pass the Biz. Pass the Biz is an event that, that happens every Thursday right here on Periscope with my co-laborer in the field, Side Hustle Coach, and many others who have joined our tribe as leaders. Hello, LaMonica Wren. Thank you for coming to the room. Please share with your followers. We're talking about Pass the Biz and how you can get involved with Pass the Biz on tomorrow. We need people. People make community. Community cannot happen without people. That means you, me, and all the other wonderful professionals who are out there making it happen each and every day as we blaze the trail to share our businesses with other people. We are building community. Side Hustle Coach is not here with me tonight, but I'm here to share with you some wonderful tips on how to pass the biz. This is what we're going to be doing tomorrow. We still have a lot of seats left for people who have a business, who have some wisdom, who have could be a freelancer looking for business. You could be a small business owner. You could have a great idea. You could be having a conference. You could be having a radio talk show. You could be having whatever it is you'd like to have, as long as it's legal right here in our sphere. And we're going to allow you to come on and scope with us for 15 minutes. And we pass the baton from one to the other. It is an amazing time when we get out there and we start scoping with one another, passing the baton from one person to the next. So what do we mean by pass the biz? Exactly. You're passing business to business to business to business. That's what it's about. And it's about supporting our community. One of the things that I have been struggling with for life, because I am an extremely culturally oriented individual who believes in cooperative economics, who believes in collective work and responsibility, who believes in supporting community. And until we can adopt the philosophy of supporting our community and building our own communities, then we will continue to not have the respect that we deserve. Very, very important that we begin now. We have learned some very, very, very important life lessons over the last year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 400 years for that matter. We have learned some very, very valuable lessons. If you haven't been trained by your parents about those lessons, or you learned those lessons in school, or you had some encounter, or you had some experience, you had something to teach you something about why it's important for us to begin to trust one another. Each of us has a very, very important talent and gift on the inside of us, and we must be able to give that and pass that off for generations to come. Meaning, legacy. We must build legacy. Legacy is empowerment. That's the name of the game. We must empower each other. And the only way we can do that is through economic development. Economic development. Economic development. So, inside of our Pass the Biz community, we have some little rules, and the rules help us to effectively manage our community and for people to get their best message across. So first of all, let me thank you for coming aboard. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for sharing my video. Thank you for being here because you thought it was important enough to be here. And for all the replayers, thank you for your wonderful hearts. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your love, and thank you for coming back. This is Dr. Eve Angel Savage over at Audacity Group Social Enterprise, where I teach individuals to identify, initiate, and implement strategies of distinction for investment readiness. What does that mean? That means I'm a sharky. I'm a shark enthusiast. That simply means that I teach you the name of the game. I teach you the game. Purgator, thank you for inviting. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you. Please invite your followers. We're talking about the name of the game. And why put off today? Why put off tomorrow for what you can do today? So please invite your followers. And we're going to be talking about Pass the Biz. We're talking about how that happens. And if you are not involved, if this is your first time here, let me know that this is your first time here. We're going to tell you how this works, how it works for us tomorrow, and how you can get involved. So if you are a newbie to me, again, reset. My name is Dr. Eve Angel Savage. I am your Audacity readiness coach, an investment readiness coach, an angel investment readiness coach. I teach people to identify, implement, and initiate strategies of distinction for investment readiness in business. And that simply means teaching you the name of the game. So here we go. We're talking about Pass the Biz and some of the concepts that we use inside Pass the Biz. Once you have signed on to the idea, first you have to buy in and say and believe in yourself that you're good enough to sit in front of your camera and speak because you can, because you have some idea, because you have some authority, because you have a profession, because you have a business, and no one can tell it like you can, right? So if you are joining us for the very first time and this is something that you're interested in doing, I encourage you, bit.ly/pass the biz. bit.ly/pass the biz. That is what you want to, where you want to go to get signed up. But I'm going to go over these rules because I think these rules are very important. If this is adding value to you, please tap your screen because that's appropriate etiquette inside of the scope. Tap your screen. So prepare. Number one, once you have adopted the idea and decided that you're going to scope with us, the first thing you want to do is prepare a pictograph. What do I mean by that? A picture, just a picture, maybe of your scope time, of yourself, maybe in a handle with the hashtag Pass the Biz as your advertisement. Let somebody know what time you're going to come on. And the best time to post that is when you think about it and right before you go on, so that people say, okay, well, she's about to go on. I'm going to post my ad right now on my channels like Twitter, my channel like Facebook, where people are always gleaning for information. So That's number one. Do you have an example of a pictogram? Yes, I do actually. It's if you go to the website where I just told you to go, bit.ly/pass the biz, you will see the example. It's right there. That's a pictograph where I advertise our Pass the Biz. Same concept, just work it and make it yours, okay? The second thing you're going to do is plan to support. Okay. Another thing on your advertisement, you want to ask people to support your scope by following you on Periscope. So you want to make sure that you give them your handle because they won't know what you must tell them what you want them to do. Tell them what you want them to do. Okay, the next step is plan to support the scopers in the community. If you want support, then you should be supporting others. It's very, very important. Reciprocity is something that we're teaching. Very, very, very important. Thank you for joining Taxling 7. We're talking about Pass the Biz and the principles and concepts of passing the biz in the community building project that we have Side Hustle and myself and many other wonderful mentors that are in the group. The second thing you want to do, again, is plan to support. Plan to support the scopers in your community by following them. If you already know that there are going to be 24 people scoping tomorrow, then you should follow all 24 of them. Why? Because if you follow them, then you will know when they're coming on because you're going to get a notification that they're on. And then you can also follow the Pass the Biz hashtag so you know what's happening inside the community on tomorrow. Follow them so you can receive the notifications for their scope presence, right? Then remember, reciprocity is caring and supporting each other. So share, follow, and when they get inside the room, here's some things that you're going to do. Each tribal mentor, each tribal scoper will pass the baton to somebody else. Somebody's going to pass it to you. You're going to pass it to someone else. So therefore, please be sure to use the hashtag. When you get ready to do your tag, thank you, Taxleen, for inviting your followers. When you get ready to make your title, you want to use the words hashtag Pass the Biz, then the title of your scope, and then at the end, you're going to add the name of the person that you're going to pass the baton to because we need to know who's next. The only way we can effectively manage our scope baton pass is that you have to tell us who's next. Hey, Meek Speaks, thank you for joining. We're talking about Pass the Biz and the concepts that we use in the room in community building. The next thing you want to do is to be sure that you include the @ and the handle of the person that you're going to pass the biz to. How are you? I made it home from the hospital. Mommy's doing well. You know, she's going to take some time to do better, but she's doing good. Another thing is, all right, so you have the hashtag. Okay, well, we're learning, and this is good, right? If it's good to you, tap, tap, tap. Okay, so then you want to always thank the person who's moderating. On tomorrow, I'm not sure who all the moderators are, but I do know that Side Hustle Coach is going to lead us off. I'm going to join sometime in the afternoon and lead us off, and there will be so many scopers in between. And if you are not signed to scope, then you need to sign to scope tomorrow. 15 minutes is all it's going to take. And at the end of this scope, I'm going to tell you exactly, hey, Deidre 254, thank you for joining. At the end of the scope, I'm going to tell you exactly how you do that. Okay, the next step is to always say thank you. Always say thank you to the people who have built the community, who have made this community building possible, because one day you're going to be moderating, and we're going to thank you for moderating. We're going to thank you for stepping up to leadership. Thank you for providing the support that we need to carry forth the dream, to carry forth the building of our community, and perhaps even your own community. There are 7 billion people in the world. There's so much that we have more than enough. Exodus tells us there will always be more than enough, but you must prepare. Okay, so thank your moderators, okay, for building the community. The next step is, in preparation, you should consider whether to welcome your guests with music. You could have some music. You could have a screenshot of something, or you can tell a story that leads to your conversation, so you can jump right into your scoping opportunity. I will warn you though, if you use music, make sure that your music is not copyright, because if it's copyright, then you will not be able to use your video on YouTube, and monetize it anyway, because it will violate the rules, the copyright rules. So be sure to make sure that your music is non-copyright, and that there is other music that you can go to that's free, royalty free, so that you can use that music and not violate the rules or run into the problem of not being able to monetize something that was extremely valuable. For example, I save all of my videos to YouTube, which means that I don't want to run into that problem, because I have a monetizing platform. Everything has a platform to make money, passive income. Okay, so the next step is you are going to music, screenshot, or a story. Music, screenshot, or a story. If you are enjoying this, please tap the screen and or share with your followers as many times as you'd like, please. Okay, because there are more people that need to know about what we're talking about so that they can join our tribe. Okay, the next thing you're going to do as you prepare, be sure to set up at least 5 minutes before your time to go live, because you can always run into some technical problems. Be sure that the place where you're going to scope is a place that you won't have these barriers, technological barriers. You know, like sometimes there are places inside of a business that you may have a weak signal. Avoid those places. Make sure you lean more towards some place that has a very strong signal. You will begin to realize that as you scope more. I'm going to drink a little bit. Okay, the next one is you should follow the person before you, so that you know when your audience is ready for you, because they're going to be telling you they're live. You're going to hear what's going on, and the moderators are going to be in the room. They're going to be watching and monitoring the scope, and they're going to be able to get off and get back on the scope and say, so and so is ready. They're live. You'll hop off that scope and join the next scoper. Now, the good thing about Periscope is, if you have earbuds and you work, or you're in a place where you can't have all of these voices coming out of your phone, you can use your earbuds, and you don't have to necessarily interact if you're not able to, but you can tap your screen. You can still do something. You can still listen and learn something from the scoper who's in the room, and more importantly, learn how to support the scoper in the room. And at some point, we have to learn how to purchase from one another in the room. Why? Because that's our power base. That's where we will truly begin to make a difference. Hey, I Speak Truth. Thank you so much for joining. We're talking about the concepts of passing the biz and some of the principles. And if you didn't get all this, be sure to catch the replay, because these are the concepts that we use inside Pass the Biz. And all of them are extremely important to have an effective scope. You can also find these principles in the PDF located on the website bit.ly/pass the biz. I have put the PDF there so you can download it and follow it as well. But I know that a lot of people like, for you to articulate some of those points. So I am having the pleasure of articulating and teaching right now. So the next thing you're going to want to do is we said we should follow the person before so that we know. So the facilitators can monitor the event all day. Once you begin, here's the clincher. Remember we said prepare with music, a story, or did we say a picture? A picture, music, or a story, right? All right. So once you begin, immediately engage with hellos and get visitors to invite their followers by telling them, if it's an Android, you swipe up and invite your followers and share on Twitter and share on Facebook. Then the next thing you want to do is iOS. You go to the right and you share and do the same. Always welcome and take at least 30 seconds to engage with your audience about what can you do. How can we get more people onto your scope is by inviting followers. Okay. So you have that, and then once you begin, you do that, then take at least 30 seconds to welcome the visitors to the room with some zeal and some happiness and some smile. Like you really want them to be there. Like, I am so excited every time I see someone enter the room now, because there was a time when my room was very lonely and most of my scopes were just used as videos on YouTube. But I'm just delighted. Hey, Deidre 254, thank you for joining. We're talking about Pass the Biz and the concepts that we use to pass our baton to the next and to have an effective community. So then the next 30 seconds, you thank the organizers. We said thank the organizers of the event and ask them to put up emojis. Like, so if you were the moderator of the event and I was on Pass the Biz, I would thank you. Thank you, Deidre, for allowing us to have this opportunity to promote our businesses through Pass the Biz. And then could you please put up your emojis so that others can follow, and then encourage people to follow the moderators, because the moderators are going to be more willing to get up here and talk about Pass the Biz and event. And like I said earlier, all of you are leaders. If you have had the courage to start a business, then I believe that you are a leader. Owning a business and having the tenacity to do so takes courage, because if you can't make it past your 5-year mark, most businesses don't make it past the 5-year mark. You have to brave yourself just to make it there. Just to make it. So you have to have the influence. You have to have the opportunity of things like this to build community to keep you encouraged. Okay. So then, hey, Sylvia Creative. Thank you. Oh, I use empty roof. Yes, that's what I do for YouTube material. That's exactly what I do. So I have like hundreds and hundreds of videos on YouTube. So I monetize every single one of them. If the scope community don't want to follow me, it's going on YouTube. That's right. So anyway, but that's getting better. That's changing. And that's changing because of collaborations with other people. You must be willing to collaborate with other people and share. And like, I don't see the hearts going up right now. Really, if I'm in your room, I'm tapping from the time I come in the room until the time I leave the room. Why? Because you deserve the hearts. You are encouraging me. Every heart that I see go up on that screen, you are encouraging me to continue. You are telling me that what I'm saying to you is adding value to you. And so if you were adding value to me, I'm tapping that screen because I need you to get to them hearts. I need you to get some credibility. Like when people go to visit your page or follow you, they're going to look at the amount of hearts that you have. If all you have is the one that Periscope gave you, then they're going to be like, oh, well, they don't scope, and oh, that's okay. A lot of times we're driving or working, and that's what I tell Side Biz sometimes. I say, look, Side Biz, I'm working right now, but I'm in the room, but due diligence. I give my hearts most of the time. So, okay, so then the next thing you want to do after you asked your moderators to put up their emojis, you're going to ask everybody to follow them. Get involved, because it's an opportunity that we do every Thursday. Matter of fact, if you are not yet on Pass the Biz, then please invite people. Now, here's the clincher. I'm going to do something right now, and I want to see who knows what to do. If you are not yet passing the biz, then I need you to visit bit.ly/pass the biz. Now tell me, who knows what to do when a moderator says that? Tell me, what are you supposed to do? I want to see who knows what to do when a moderator lists a website. bit.ly/pass the biz. What do you do? Anybody know what to do? If you don't know what to do, that's okay, because I'm about to tell you. Say 1111 if you want to know. Do you want to know what to do? That's right. Hey, Percator, you got it. You got it. This is what you do. You put it up. You have to help the moderator who's talking by putting up the information on the screen for other people to read, because the moderator is just going to keep talking, but the person may want to try to link. The people who are in the room may want to say, oh, wait a minute, I need to do that, and I need to do that. I need to do that right now, So that's what you do when a moderator says something or lists or adds something like that to the room. The next thing you want to do is ask your guests, if they have not already, to please invite their followers. I speak. Thank you for sharing. I love you guys. Thank you for joining me. Then, of course, you want to introduce yourself with a 30-second pitch. Really, I have done this already, but you really should do this pretty much at the beginning. It's Perk Tutor, your best friend when it comes to technology. Thank you so much. So here's what I want you to do. You prepare your 30-second pitch. Prepare it. Go ahead, folks. You have tonight to do that. If you do not have a 30-second pitch already, then you need to be working on that, because that's something you want to come right out of the gate once you introduce your music, and you go ahead and introduce yourself. Here's how it goes. Reset. I am Dr. Eve Angel Savage over at AudacityGroupSocialEnterprise.com, where we teach individuals to identify, initiate, and implement strategies of distinction for investment readiness in business. Reset. Yes, I reset because I already said it. So I'll say reset like several times throughout my scope, just to let people know that I'm resetting. I'm going to tell you who I am. So you can do that. That's permissible. Okay. So then the next thing you want to do, always ask your guests to invite their followers. Please invite your followers. And then what do? Share and invite your followers, right? So here's the opportunity for you to do it right now. Share and invite your followers, okay? The next thing you want to do is, from there, you're going to begin your meal plan, right? So what is the meal plan? Thank you, Deidre. You got it, girl. You got it, mama. Because I would do the same for you. And while you're in the room, another thing you want to do is, if there's people in the room and you see they're sharp and the moderator shouts that person out, it's likely because that person is a consistent supporter. Follow them. You want people who are going to support you. Sylvia Creations just shared. She understands what to do. She's been in my scopes before. I am growing as a scoper. I didn't used to scope like this. I used to be really, really stiff and uncomfortable, but now I've taken off my doctor hat. So people prefer now they don't mind watching now, because I am adding value, and then I'm not scoping like a doctor. So my side hustle coach is teaching me that. So if you're not following him, you need to follow him, because he is teaching me how to be my authentic self, even in front of this screen. Okay. So then, the next thing you want to do is prepare your meal. Your meal is what you about to, for 15 minutes, you're about to go in. Okay. It's just like writing a paper, except it's so much easier. You have a main idea. What's a main idea? What are we talking about today? Today we're talking about Pass the Biz. So I have been talking about Pass the Biz, what it is, why it's important. So what I have essentially done is I've given you the main idea, right? Then I've given you some evidence to support my idea, why it's important, community building, okay? Then I've given you tons of examples, alternative examples. That's the A. And then I'm going to lead to something else, right? I'm going to lead to your joining Pass the Biz, which I've already done. I've already taken all 4 steps. I've introduced the main idea. I've provided you on the evidence of why it's important. Pass the Biz was the idea. Community building was the evidence to support your idea. Alternatives, I've added why you should do it, because it's important. It builds community. It allows you to effectively scope. It allows you a non-judgmental free zone. It allows you to sell your product. And then you lead to something else. And what's the something else for me? The something else is you join Pass the Biz over at bit.ly/Pass the Biz. That's what you're going to do. Ultimately, that's what I want you to do, right? Super. So, in essence, you are preparing a meal. Main idea, tell them why it's important, evidence, alternative examples. You probably got tons of reasons why they should use it and why it's effective. You may even give a testimonial. And then you lead to what you want them to do. Either buy, get it for free, sign up for something, tons of reasons, but you have to tell them what you want them to do. Exactly. Now, Deidre has put it up. Thank you, Deidre. I applaud you. The scope locked. That's okay. It happens. I understand. Deidre has put the site up. bit.ly/Pass the Biz. Now, what you need to do is, because a lot of your names I have not seen on Pass the Biz yet, you need to go over there and sign up, because all of you have got something great. And you obviously know what to do because you're here, you're giving the hearts, you're sharing with your followers. And I've seen you out there before, and I know that you got something good to share with us. So, cool. I need you to join. I need you to sign up. We got several slots tomorrow afternoon. We're going to have an amazing scope tomorrow. Last week was amazing. Thank you, Katie Course Builder, for joining. Thank you for inviting your followers. But if you have not signed up, you need to get signed up. One time here, first time here. That's okay. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. But if you have been in Periscope before, right? If you've been in Periscope before, I'm sure you have been watching people. You have been watching them. You have been watching them pitch, and pitch, right? So remember, let's recap. Main idea, evidence to support your idea, alternative examples, right? And then lead to something else. What is it that you want the viewers to do, right? Some other things to consider. Why you and not someone else? What's different about you? That's one of those A's. That's one of those alternative examples. How are you an authority in this area? How are you an authority in this area? Okay. Do you have testimonials that demonstrate? Of course. I am a strategist. I am a sharky. I am also an angel investor, which is why I do what I do. So you can add value to your scope and to your meal plan, because that's what we're calling this. This is called a meal plan. Prepare your meal tonight to be ready to scope tomorrow. Okay. Real simple. You only have 15 minutes. Now I can tell you that this video is longer than 15 minutes. It's probably already 30 minutes in, but I'm teaching tonight. So this is different. This is something I'm going to put up on Periscope, up on my YouTube, and share out for people to learn about how to effectively pass the biz. Okay. Then you ask for a time check. Somebody can tell me, while you're scoping, you want to pay attention to what time it is, because you don't want to go past your time, like I did last week on Black Biz Scope, and interfere with someone else's time. But I'm so talkative. It's like, okay, I got to learn how to keep this to 15 minutes. So practice. You can practice, right? What that's like for you. And then you can be over your meal plan and still talk about some other stuff. You can maybe celebrate other people in the room like this. Who in the room has a business? If you have a business, I want you to share your business right now. And then I want you to go share our scope with your followers. I want you to tell me what it is you do. Put up some links. This is our networking time, our time to share. Put up some links about what you do, and I want to see them flow. You're out there, you're typing. Tell me what it is you do. Let's have some Q&A. Let's have some networking going on. It's your time. Seriously. Go ahead. I want you to put up. Tell me what it is that you do. I've told you everything I can basically tell you tonight. Ask for the time check. Someone in the room to support you. Somebody's going to put the time up. And be sure to introduce your next scoper and get people. Do not leave your room. Do not leave your tribal members until you are sure that your next scoper is ready to go live. And your facilitators are out there to help you with that. All you have to do is somebody see if Deidre is live, right? Surveys for Periscope. Okay, okay, he does surveys for Periscope. Cool. So did you get that link? Because surveys are critical, man. I did one last night for an economic development initiative that I'm doing, and if you want to see what that's like, he does them. It's a tedious, arduous process. Not too bad, but you have to know what you want to ask for. So he specializes in those surveys. If you want to check out what a survey might look like, go to his site, check it out, see what he's doing. If you want to see how I did it, just go to oh boy, drew a blank. bit.ly/You Matter 2016, and I have a survey there that I'm doing for my community. Hey, C. Gatlin, thank you for joining. We were talking about the concepts of Pass the Biz, and if you haven't joined already, please do so for tomorrow. We have some afternoon slots available. Please share with your followers. Please share on Periscope. Please share on Facebook. Let people know that we are Periscoping live for using the hashtag Pass the Biz. And also, so we're going to regroup and we're going to review. We're going to review real quick. And for all of my replay viewers, thank you for joining. Thank you for the wonderful hearts. And I hope that you too will find Pass the Biz as an effective tool for you to be empowered. So first of all, you go on the site and you decide you want to be in the group. You want to build. You get a pictograph, design a pictograph, a picture and a handle, hashtag of Pass the Biz. The example of that is already on the website. Hey, baby Bobby too. Thank you for joining. Invite your followers. Plan to support your scopers, okay, by following them. Each tribal scoper will pass a baton. Make sure you have the proper hashtag and the proper scoper's name on the end. The schedule is on the website already. You'll know who's scoping, and plus I sent out a mass email as well. Thank your moderators, okay? Then in preparation, you're going to do what? You're going to consider whether to welcome your guests with music or a screenshot or some story. Thank you, baby body, for sharing with your followers. Then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to follow the person before you so that you know what's going on, right? You'll know when they're saying, okay, let's Deidre's getting ready to come on. And then a moderator is going to say, let me check. They're going to go check, see if she's live. Give her 5 minutes to go live, and they're going to come back and say, okay, she's live. Do not leave your tribe until someone has told you that they're live, okay? Particularly if you are the presenter at the time. Then you want to begin to engage with your followers, ask them to share on Facebook, ask them to share on Twitter. Yes, all those good things. Then take 30 seconds and introduce yourself. Make a pitch. You should have an idea of what it is that you do, okay? Then invite your followers to say thank you to your moderators, yada, yada, yada. Then your meal plan. We just talked about that. Your main idea, evidence to support your idea, and alternative examples. I've given you this perfect scope where you can actually understand the whole concept, lead to your something else. Most of all, lead to your something else. The main thing I want you to do right now is go sign up. Go sign up for Pass the Biz, because we need you and you need us as a community. We need each other to effectively build community. And then go right into your scope. Anybody have any questions for me tonight? Did my scope make sense? If it did, 1, give me a 1. Did it add any value? And I know some of you are driving or moving around, so thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, Deidre. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate everything you've done. Super job. Very good. So I'm hoping that all of you will at least scope with us and share with your friends. Yes, share your URLs. If you have a URL, please share it. This is your networking event too. It's all about talking about other people. I needed to teach this because we have a scope tomorrow. But I want you guys to know that most of the time we're going to be coming before you looking for you to offer something. So offer us whatever it is that you have to offer us tonight. What do you do? What are some of the things that you would like to learn? How about that? Let's get an idea. What are some of the things that you would like to learn about? And we'll begin to talk about some of those things for you. That's a way you can ask questions and get people involved. Our scope community is real small right now because I'm sure people are getting ready for Side Hustle and a few other people who are about to come on because I think it's almost 9, right? Anybody give me a time check? I have no idea what time it is. How to use Instagram and other social media tools effectively. Okay. You need to go over and get that book, My Best PR, at bit.ly/My Best PR. It's free for the first 100 people. If you haven't signed up for that, you need to go sign up for that. It's bit.ly/My Best PR. It's free for the first 100 people. So I haven't reached 100 people yet. So it's still open. Go get that free book, and that'll be sent to you on August 1st. It'll have a lot of good ideas about using social media to be your best PR. Any other questions? Any other things you want to learn about? And I'm probably going to be scoping a lot about that. Yes, thank you. I'm probably going to be scoping a lot about that because I want people to actually go and get that book. Because it's before it goes on sale, because it's a book that I use. I also offer it as a class. So, but if you don't get the free book now and you decide to go for the class, which is $97, then you will have to buy the book. So go get the free book. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. So I'm about to end this scope. Again, my name is Dr. Eve Angel Savage. I am your angel investment coach, and I teach individuals to identify, initiate, and implement strategies of distinction for investment readiness in business. And I'm hoping and really, really, really looking forward to hearing your pitches that sound like that, hearing your meal plans, understanding more about what it is you want to know. And if you need to coach, if you need someone to coach with, I'm always here. I do coaching as well. I do a free 15-minute coach. Where? What? Yeah, I was. I think you were there. I was on really late last night, like 1 o'clock. I had just gotten finished doing some writing, and I just felt like, okay, I need to get on scope. Yeah, I know. You were out there with me, so that was pretty cool. I was glad somebody was awake. But anyway, so get signed up. Take a chance, folks. We're going to give you some love tomorrow. Promise you we're going to give you some love. This is Dr. Eve Angel Savage, and I am signing off. Have a great night, everyone. And if you're not following Side Hustle Coach, please follow my friend, mentor, coach at Side Hustle Coach. At Side Hustle Coach. He's coming on tonight on Blab also. They're going to be having a conversation. Him and Siobhan. Hey, Arthur, Kathy Staten. Very, very good to see you. If you haven't gotten that book yet, you need to go over and get that book, My Best PR, at bit.ly/My Best PR. It's free until August 1st, and all those who have signed up for it will receive it on August 1st. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. Until the next time, have a great day. I hope you join me tomorrow on Pass the Biz.